Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. First up, huge apologies for not putting one of these out for the last couple of weeks. Basically, I went to a press drive event with Vauxhall, and the two cars I drove had embargoes that lifted on consecutive weeks on a Wednesday at 6 a.m. And there was no way I was going to put out a video in the morning and the afternoon of the same day, because I'm sure you and the YouTube algorithm wouldn't have thanked me very much for that one. But I am now back home this week, although I've been pretty busy. Last week I was up in Inverness for the first drives of the Kia EV9. That video dropped on Monday if you haven't watched it already. But I went straight from there to the airport where I met up with Tracy, and we went away for the weekend. I didn't know where we were going until we checked in at Heathrow on Thursday morning, and it came up JFK. We went to New York to celebrate our wedding anniversary and had a magical long weekend in New York, an incredible city, somewhere I've wanted to visit for many, many years, and it didn't disappoint. It was magical at this time of year. They do Christmas well, the Americans. And we just saw all the sights. There's loads we didn't get to see, even though we walked a lot and visited a lot and just never stopped. So I'm sure we will be back again. But yeah, back home, I have got a press car outside that I'm trying to film with today, but it's absolutely horrible weather outside. So I thought, I know, I'll film my Midweek 180 inside. So if you've not seen one of these before, this is my Midweek 180 where I bring you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I'm going to put 180 seconds in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, leader of the pack last week, well, 3 weeks ago, was Francois G. Well done, mate. Joined in the Magnificent Seven by Stephen Spink, Automotivania, Malcolm Brew, Paul Mead, Michael Kember, and Leanne Jackson. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week, and the first 7 comments will be in my Magnificent Seven. Where are you and what you're doing? Well, that was Jason Shaw, who just cracked open a cold beer on holiday in Cancun, Mexico. I'm sure you had an amazing time. You're probably back home by now, but wherever you are right now and whatever you're doing, put it in the comments below and I'll give you a shout out next week. Now, on the last Midweek 180, my question was, what was on your Christmas list? I had some nice suggestions. Hopefully you've also watched my video I did with the Drone Safe store, where I gave you my 5 Christmas present ideas. Don't forget there is a discount code Petrol Ped if you go to the Drone Safe store and buy anything. It'll give you a discount on your shopping. This week's question is about car prices. There's a huge reduction in car prices happening across the market, across brands, and I would love to know your thoughts. Maybe you're in a PCP deal and you're looking at the residual value of your car and you see it dropping and you're starting to worry. Maybe you're sat there thinking you might grab yourself a bargain in the new year. I think as a subject it's big enough for me to do a dedicated video on it, so if you want me to do that, please let me know. This month is called Michelin's Month in Motion. I was really honoured to be asked to be part of this. A whole range of creators have made exclusive content that is only available by logging onto a portal. I will put links below, and in a pinned comment, all you need to do is put your name and email address and you get access to a whole bunch of exclusive content that's dropping through the month of December. Joe and I have done an exclusive Drive Talk podcast. I filmed a half-an-hour documentary style film on hydrogen, which I'm really super proud of. So if you want to see that, you'll need to log on to the Month in Motion portal. Joe's done a video where you can challenge him to a lap around Goodwood on a sim. Mr. JCW's done a video. The legend that is Dougie Lampkin's done a video riding his trials bike through the Michelin factory in Stoke. So really amazing to be part of that team making content for Michelin. And then new car news, it's not really that new, but Mini Cooper, the new Mini Cooper electric in sport trim was announced. And it's basically the new Mini Cooper electric, but it's got a JCW styling pack on it. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on the new JCW logo. I'm going to take a while to get used to it. I'm so used to the old one. But the car, I'll show you some pictures as I'm talking. It's got cool bonnet stripes. The seats look amazing. The dash looks great. It's got red calipers. Performance is pretty good too. 218 horsepower, 330 Newton meters of torque, 0 to 62 in 6.7 seconds. And about 250 miles of range from a 54.2 kilowatt hour battery pack. So a really, really interesting car. I'm just a bit perplexed by the name. Mini Cooper Electric in Sport Trim. Why didn't they just bite the bullet and call it the JCW electric. I really don't understand why. Maybe it isn't the JCW electric. Maybe it's like the Cooper S with JCW pack, and then they'll do a JCW one with a bit more power and a bit more oomph. That would be pretty cool. But the new Mini electric does excite me. I haven't driven one yet. I will be driving one in the new year. I'm already talking to Mini about that, and this one will be top of the tree. I have driven the old Mini electric. I thought it was a great car. It just suffered from not enough range, basically. But this one seems to have sorted that one out with about 250 miles of range or so. And then the last thing is this Friday's video. I've had a couple of really nice or really sporty estate cars on the channel recently. Last week, it was the turn of the simply mega Skoda Octavia VRS. I love that car. If you've watched the video, you'll probably get the idea that I liked it. But if you haven't watched it, go on and watch. I'll put a link above. But this week, arguably, is the daddy of them all. The car of the year, I think, certainly from BMW, the BMW M3 Touring. Now, I found this one quite difficult because there's lots of M3 Touring content out there. I've got plenty of people I know who've got them. Joe's got one and a couple of other YouTubers as well. So difficult to kind of do a video that was a bit different. But I tried to take a view of how it would fit within my life and whether or not I could see it as a car in my garage. And you need to tune in on Friday. Amazing car, very, very competent. But it did have a couple of things that were issues for me in terms of ownership. So I think you need to tune in on Friday at 6. But I am waffling, I'm way over time, but I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. Don't forget, register for Michelin's Month in Motion by using the link below, and the details I'll put in the pinned comment and description to see all the exclusive content we've made. There really is some very cool stuff in there, and I'll see you on my channel this Friday at 6 p.m. for the BMW M3 Touring.